So I just watched this really interesting video by Troy's TV, and he did a deep dive into kind of guess the just people calling out the whole ice cream Breyers situation.
I know what's happened to Breyers ice cream, that it's no longer ice cream. My husband and I were just trying to figure out why this Breyers ice cream that was buy one get one tastes so terrible. And as we were looking at the packaging, we realized that nowhere on here does this say ice cream. Now, I was trying to be moderately healthy. I mean, obviously moderately healthy in quotes when I chose the ingredients here, because it starts with like milk and sugar and cream, and okay, then it gets a little dicey. But it's like there for a while. It's perfect. But nowhere on here, in fact, it says frozen dairy dessert. But nowhere on Breyers, the Breyers. I mean, this was like the ice cream of my childhood, and the premium.
This is the ice cream of the bourgeoisie.
All right, let's not make this socioeconomic here. All right, Breyers ice cream. It's not even ice cream anymore.
It was this in Grey Poupon back in the 90s.
It was like the texture. Hold on, get a spoon, hon. The texture, I know, but that one's the cookie dough spoon. First of all, what is the texture? The vanilla is strange, and the cookie dough chunks are even stranger. Why are you eating it?
It's so bad.
But like the texture of the vanilla, it tastes metallic-y, but it also tastes like it's forming like a film inside my mouth, where there's like a film all around my mouth and on my tongue.
All right.
It is. It's like really gross, and it's not. It's clearly not ice cream. Look, there's one.
It's on a plate. I'm gonna show you what time it is on the clock. It is 6:48 p.m. We're gonna see how long it takes for this thing to melt. We just got home from dinner. It is 10:33 p.m. and this has been sitting out since we left earlier. Look how gross that is. That has not melted at all. It's the next morning. I left this out all night last night on the counter. It is now 11:10 a.m. And as you guys can see, nothing has changed. This is not ice cream. If this was real ice cream, it would have been melted all over the plate. Look at this. What is this? That is not ice cream. It feels like icing.
My initial reaction was, ew, like, you look at the videos and it's like, ew, gross, what are we putting into our bodies? I'm not knocking processed foods, right? I'm not knocking processed foods. But this is ice cream. This is ice cream. When you go in a grocery store and you see a tub of ice cream, you're not thinking it has a whole bunch of fillers and additives and even air. You're not thinking that you're getting all that. You're thinking, okay, I want to go in. I want to give me some chocolate ice cream. I will say, watching the videos, they are a little bit shocking. They are a little bit jarring. I think that's due to because you think, right? Okay, this is something so simple. This is something so simple. It shouldn't have all these additives and everything like that in it. The movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, because I specifically remember in that movie, it was a scene and it was all these people who were selling their products, and it was this one specific product. The product was they made an ice cream that never melted, which essentially seems like a good thing, right? You're out in the hot sun, you're enjoying your ice cream, and the ice cream doesn't come down your hand or anything like that. I had to ask myself, I said, I'm wondering why this is so shocking when I know all the process and additive that they add to fast food, right? Because I love fast food. I love fast food. It is just my thing. I probably will never stop eating fast food, but I understand I have to do it in moderation. I think the difference is when you think of food, okay, it's like, okay, I know I'm eating fast food. I know I'm eating crap. I know what I'm getting myself into. I know when I read the ingredients of fast food, I know what I'm going to see. I'm going to see a laundry list of ingredients and additives and stuff like that. I know what I'm signing up for. But when you think about just, hey, I just want to go in the store. I just want to get me some ice cream. I just want to have a little sweet treat. The average consumer is not thinking about reading their ingredients, and that's what these companies are banking on. They know you're not going to read. They know that the name has a hold over you, because this ice cream companies are really popular. The fact that they can change ice cream to frozen dairy dessert, and it's just so fascinating to me how they can just change a simple word and get away with it being a whole different product. A lot of FDA guidelines get kind of screwy, and it's a lot of stuff here, a lot of products here that kind of slip through the FDA's cracks. Ingredients labels that I've been reading when I go into different stores, something will just call me. I'm like, okay, let me turn this over and let me read it. And I want to buy lunch meat, right? Lunch meat is supposed to be what? The meat, salt, and maybe some water, right? But some of these lunch meats, I'll see a whole plethora. I'll see maltodextrose, I'll see sugar, I'll see a lot of these things that I don't even know what they are. Get something quick, or when I go to get cheese, my basic essentials, I don't want a whole laundry list of stuff. Like, I just want my stuff to be simple. I'll say that's the rock and the hard place, right? Like, people want to eat better. They want to eat better. Stuff that doesn't have all these ingredients are usually more expensive. So now say you go to the grocery store, say you go to Aldi, right? I've had this specific situation. And you got the big pack of lunch meat. And it's so much cheaper. You get so much. It'll last you a long time. But the list of ingredients is ridiculous. And then you have the more simple ingredient list, but you don't get as much. You get to this, now you're getting this for almost the same price. And it's like, I really can't blame people for not really paying attention to the ingredients, So I just thought this was really interesting. I wasn't even aware of it. So yeah, guys, that's really it for this video. I just wanted to make it quick and simple. And, let me know what you think down below in the comments. And again, thank you for watching. Bye.